still have a couple of these oriental carpet shops. And the mosque here in Helsinki, here on it's on the other street here, but you can see a sign up here on left hand side. The most famous old bookstore in front of us, and this Hagelstam here is the most famous and so if you want some antique furniture or something, and whatever antiques, so you they are most proud of in Helsinki. We have a lot of concerts there because it's got perfect acoustics, also a lot of weddings. Finnish people, they tend to get married if possible summertime. So 2/3 of the weddings during a year they take place summertime, and there's a queue for this church really. So many days, let's say Saturdays and Sundays, which are the most popular days for weddings. So they close at certain hours for weddings, Saturdays and Sundays. So it's very difficult. We have to, see the hours where we can come here, and here the bride can't come late, because if she's very much delayed, so the time is over. They can't just have the wedding. Of course, there was the time when people just moved together. They didn't sort of get married at all. So Finnish people love statistics. So they, calculated that Finnish women drive the bicycle to their job. It's easy. You always find a place to leave your bike and all this. On left-hand side, behind this building, we have a huge shopping center called Kamppi, and there we have also the bus station, the buses to the suburbs of Helsinki, and also all over the country. Riding bus is quite popular here. Of course, train and plane, but so in front of us, going to be on right-hand side, is a building from the beginning of 2000s, and we call the small parliament members have their offices there. We're going to pass the parliament in a second. Finland has an one-chamber parliament. We have elections every 4 years, and as I mentioned, we just had elections. So the parliament is for 4 years, and can be re-elected, no problem with that. Our president, at this moment, his name is Sauli Niinistö. The president sits for 6 years and can be re-elected once, but we have a parliamentarist democracy, so the president doesn't have very much to say. We had this President Kekkonen who led Finland almost like a dictator from 1956 till 1981 for 25 years, but after him slowly the parliament has taken over. So here on left hand side the parliament house is going to be prepared, and 2017 it's going to be, sort of like a new one. It was built in the 30s in this militarism style that they had in Germany, in Central Europe those days. But closed at this moment for repair works. Kiasma on right hand side, our Museum of Contemporary Art by the American architect Stephen Hall. Then we have our music house. Our music house opened its doors 2011, and there's a huge music hall for over 1,000 people, and then 5 smaller ones. Also Sibelius Academy works there. The big music hall, it has perfect acoustics. There was a Japanese architect called Toyota who was responsible for it. He could decide about absolutely everything there. On left hand side, our museum, National Museum, and on right hand side we have the Finlandia House by Alvar Aalto. It's from 1979. Alvar Aalto, I already mentioned, he was the most famous, internationally most famous architect here in Finland. Our Alvarado died already in the 70s, just after this Finlandia house was finished. And the Finlandia house is covered with marble from Carrara from Italy. And the Italian marmor doesn't like the Finnish winter. So every winter some pieces fall off and every summer we glue them back. And people who knew Alvarado, they say he was such a practical man that would he be alive, he probably would have solved this problem already. But can't ask him anymore, so we continue to respect his work very much. Then on the right hand side we have the popular opera here in Finland is Carmen from Bizet. And now everybody is going on vacations. Everybody in Finland who can is on vacations in July. And in July then we have opera festivals here in Finland. We have them in a city called Savonlinna. There is a medieval castle called Olavinlinna, which is a fantastic scenery for opera. We make every year some new Finnish operas, but also the classical ones. They are, of course, the most popular ones. Helsinki Amusement Park in front of us on right hand side opened its doors in the beginning of 50s for the Olympic Games. We had so much done. And the 1952 year was something very important for Finland because, a lot of good things happened then. Finland was to have the Olympic Games in 1940, but then started the Second World War, so only the Games here in Finland. The Olympic Stadium you are going to see is from 1940s and it's built in a functionalistic style. Functionalism is about that, everybody was so tired of, all kind of decorations and they wanted to have everything as simple as possible. And this Olympic Stadium is a very good example of it. Around here we have, for instance, Olympic swimming pools. They're open-air swimming pools. So they just opened their doors at Mother's Day, the 10th of May this year, and they close in September again. There is a youth hostel here within the stadium, and for instance, Bill Clinton, when he made his grand tour to Europe as a young man, young student, he used to live in the youth hostel here at the stadium. The stadium had 70,000 people here at the Olympic Games. Nowadays only some 50,000 people fit in there. And in front of us we have Paavo Nurmi, our best runner ever. He won 9 Olympic golden medals in the Olympic Games in the 20s. In the 30s he was forbidden to participate in the Olympic Games because he was considered professional. He had somebody who sponsored him. Look, is there anybody who would like to go outside and take some photographs? If there is, we just open the doors for you. Please take care with the bicycles here. The sports people, they complain that they couldn't sleep here in Finland because of the light summer nights. And it's true. Here in Helsinki, by midsummer time, the Olympic Games, they were in July, August, but still light summer nights. So midsummer time, midnight is like this, like now. So, of course, if you don't have darkened curtains or something, you can't sleep. And now in Lapland, in really northern Finland, last weekend started the time when, the sun doesn't set at all. Next time the sun sets in the northern Finland, it's going to be end of July. So for more than 2 months, they have, really, the sun just goes slow to the horizon, but then it starts coming up again. But Christmas time is really a sad time here. Christmas time is, by 10 o'clock, it's like this, and by 2 o'clock it's like this again. In between 2 and 10, it's night. So the sun is something fantastic. The sun we don't even see that time, but the snow, when the snow comes anyway, the earth is white, so that's something good. Yeah, here we have football or soccer, as you call it. The American football, they play here somewhere, but not very much. So it's more like what the Brazilians or the Europeans play the soccer. well, Finnish people, they think they are very sportive people. We have the Formula One drivers. We have skiing. Ski people, ski jumpers. We have ice hockey is something that we play. So, for instance, in the building here on right hand side, behind the football stadium here, so there we play ice hockey. Ice hockey is really popular here, and as I said, bicycle people belong usually to sports clubs, very much indeed, but not to compete in a very high level. They like to make some sports, and nowadays all these young people, they are so considering the health, that they know about health and health food and health everything. We didn't have Winter Olympics here. The Winter Olympics, they were in Norway. Yes, yes, they are. They have had ski jumpers and long distance skiing and all these kind of things. Yes, they have been good. Okay, well, yeah, let's start about education here in Finland. In a museum here, and it's interesting to see how it's developed. Nowadays, really, they get everything, the mothers, what a small child may need, from the bottles, pacifiers, everything, the clothes, the sheets, the whatever they need in the beginning. And the mother, of course, can choose between having the box or then some money. But they have calculated that the worth of value of the box is something like 300-400 euros, and the money the woman gets, it's much less. It's something like 150 euros. So most mothers choose the box, and they try to have some neutral colors. They change the contents every year. When the Prince George was born in England a couple of years ago, then the Finnish state sent a box like that to him. I've never seen him wearing those clothes, but usually these royalty, they give away, don't they? You know, everything that they don't need, sort of, to other needing people. Look here on left hand side, we have a huge hospital area. Here we have an area called Biomedicum. Biomedicum is the research center here, but this area belongs to the University of Helsinki, so we train doctors here, nurses here. The main cause of death in Finland is are heart diseases, so we have a special hospital for heart diseases. Cancer comes in second place. Cancer is also researched here and taken care of here, special cancer hospital. Look, I told you that there are two churches, Catholic churches, so the Virgin Mary Church is here now in front of us on right hand side, and this church we can see a little bit better. The St. Henrik Church in the Kaivopuisto area close to the Olympic port, that one is an older one and sort of in traditional old Catholic church. This one is a more modern one, Virgin Mary Church here on right hand side. Healthcare here in Finland. Let's start with it. We don't have a minimum salary in Finland, but they've calculated that you need 1,100 euros at least per month to get along here. And in every country you find people who are sort of afraid of work, let's say like that. And those people, they get from the government in form of, you know, where to live and clothing and some money, this worth of money. And let's say these kind of people, if they get sick, they don't have how to pay for the health care. But the people who have something, they pay. For instance, if I go to the university hospital, so I pay per visit something like 20 euros or something like that. Depends of the place. If I go in Helsinki or outside of Helsinki, in some places it's cheaper, some places more expensive. I've made some 2 big leg operations, so I'm almost a robot. I have sort of a lot of metal in my body. So each operation I paid some 200 euros for. It's not much. It was with the public system. Of course, if I'd done it privately, it would have cost a lot more. But it's perfect, you know. I feel very good. Before that, it was impossible for me to walk. it was really impossible. So, and in medicines, if you buy medicines, receive medicines for more than 600 euros a year, then it's free and things like that. But basically, it's people who don't have anything, they don't pay anything. People who have, they pay something. But let's go with education, then I'll explain more about everything. Education then. Okay, then the mother